I am Rosie.
And I'm Armando.
And welcome to the 37th Valid Vibes podcast, where the vibes are valid because they are real and authentic. All right, guys. So this is Armando. This is the guy I've been talking about forever. And we figured we'd have him on because in honor of Valentine's Day. And we're going to talk about long distance, our journey, and all that good stuff. But Armando, I don't know if you watched the podcast or not, but like we start off by saying our valids and invalids for the week.
Right.
So I'll say mine, I guess. So my invalid is that my diet has been terrible. Like terrible. I've been eating such garbage and just not very unhealthy. I mean, and I regret it a lot.
Are you blaming me on this one?
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe. Partial. But even like when we don't hang out, there's like nights I'll like, have a sweet tooth. But I do have a fruit theory.
Fruit theory.
Okay. What do I do when I'm eating bad and I'm like, should I have a fruit or something?
Oh, my. I don't even know. She'll be like, oh, I'm so full. What should I do? Should I eat a fruit?
Like something to make me feel better.
Like, how's a fruit going to help you if you're feeling full? You got to start it the day over.
Yeah, so that's my fruit theory. I think, like, if I have a piece of fruit, like, after I eat terrible, it's like, okay, like, I'm doing something right.
She thinks the fruit is the detox. I get it. All right.
Yeah. All right, so you want to go off with your valid?
Yes, I'm going to go with my valid.
Okay.
All right, yesterday, we were in the car. Mm-hmm. We do our routine when we're going to go on a road trip or something.
Yeah.
We went to Starbucks, all right? We drive through. We're in the drive-through. And I see something on the menu that caught my eye. I was like, that's what I want. Pistachio cream cold brew. First thing I saw, and I'm like, I need it. I tell the person, yes, how are you? Can I get a pistachio cream cold brew with a little bit of almond milk and add a pinch of extra pistachio?
Me and Christina always talk about Starbucks, so it's so funny.
I get it. It looked delicious. They added, it was salt, no?
Yes, it was like sweet and salty cold foam.
So I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. This is unbelievable.
Like, this is my drink.
This is my drink. Done.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm getting this from now on. It's finished. This is my go-to.
Order.
Then, next day comes. We go to another Starbucks. We were in Connecticut. Mm-hmm. Same thing. The same order as I'm saying right now. You saw it. Had to come out.
So it was very brown. So you could just know if your coffee's good just by the way it comes out. So this was very brown. It didn't look like the one we got the other day.
I look at it. There's no salt on the top.
Oh, yeah.
None
of the sprinkles.
No sprinkles, nothing. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This is not normal.
We also were robbed for it.
Oh, my. Yes.
My matcha was $12 and it was a grande.
It came out to $21, right?
Yeah, 2 drinks.
And yesterday was what, 15?
I think, I don't know.
You tell me, Connecticut, what's up with the inflation on Starbucks matcha over here?
You need to explain yourself. It's inconsistent every single time.
But you tell me, for people that are watching, I don't know if it's just me, but my orders are always inconsistent.
But coffee, though,
I'm done. I'm going to get my iced espresso, hot espresso finished, done.
Yeah. It's only with coffee, though. My matcha, they're very consistent with, honestly. I think because I'm very specific with what I want in it. But coffee, it's really hard to get a nice iced coffee. It really is.
It is. I mean, what are you going to do? I always tell myself I'm done doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. And then I get it again because,
Because you're like, maybe good. This time it'll be good.
No, this might be a good one.
Maybe.
That's that.
You never know. But my valid is that me and Armando went to Connecticut for Valentine's Day. We stayed at Foxwoods Resort. And I mean, we went through a lot of money gambling, but
it was a nice experience.
Yeah, it was very nice because Armando was away last year. Yep. He was away, so we really deserved this. And it was very nice. It was a little road trip, and then it was a very nice place, though. It was a nice resort. A little
road trip.
3.5 hours.
It's a big road trip.
We got back today. He went to work, and now we're here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. All for you guys. Thank you, Valid Vibes.
Of course. So I guess we'll go into our story and like how we met. You
want to go?
Should I? I feel like, I don't know. We have different perspectives on it.
Maybe.
I guess
would
I'll
say.
start off, right?
You
Because it was
start off
through-
and then I'll say my story.
Okay.
Go.
So obviously everyone knows I have my business Made by Ro, and I do a lot of shows and sales and things like that. And his sisters, so shout out Julia and Alessia, his older sisters also have a small business. And we just did a lot of shows and events together. And I got very close with them, and Aunt Joanne and Aunt Denise, which is his whole family. And they were like, one day, they were like, Rosie, you know what? Like, we have a brother. Like, Julia and Alessia were like, we have a brother. And I was like, oh, really? So whatever, they like give me your Instagram and stuff like that, and then it just like sort of happened, and then whatever, we started Snapchatting and whatever. But this was 2020.
Yeah.
Now it's 2024.
Time flies.
I know.
Time flies.
I know.
Where to begin? I think obviously we were, how would I say, on and off, meaning I would say it was more me. All right.
The king of mixed signals, let me tell you.
Listen, when you're at a point in your life, you know, you don't know what is happening, especially, you know, the career that I chose.
Yeah, which we'll get
being,
into.
an athlete, it takes a toll, you know, and sometimes you don't want to, how would I say, mislead or drag someone into something when you're not right. You understand? Mm-hmm. So what I think is that timing is everything. Mm-hmm. And it worked out the way things did.
I know.
You know, and me being a pain in the ass, I would say. Yeah. I'm sorry, but it was meant to be, and it happened the way it did, you know?
The timing was there. Because I really think that, I mean, whatever, prior to Italy, because it was very on and off, I feel like when we first started hanging out, there was like a feeling of like...
I'm thinking about...
What?
What was it on? Your sister had something for high school. Remember?
Oh, the scavenger hunt.
Scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
And you were in Tottenville.
Yeah, I was driving around with my sister because for her senior year in high school.
Yeah.
I remember that now. She like had to do a scavenger hunt type thing, and like one of them, I don't even know what it was. We were just driving around doing the scavenger hunt, and we were Snapchatting, and you were like, "Oh, come on, some block."
Meet me over here because I was with my cousin.
Yeah.
Okay. Meet me here, and then we started just like throwing a football.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we were enjoying throwing a football.
Because me and my sister are very athletic. My sister is very much more like, you know, tougher like than me. So she like pulled out a football. She was like, let's play football.
Yeah.
So whatever. He was like playing football with my sister and Cosmo. Shout out. But
then what happened after that?
And then it was like very quick. And I was like, you know, like see you later. And you were like, actually, you won't. I'm going to Germany tomorrow.
I left for Germany the next day. That's mixed signals. Yeah. Do not do that. Do not do that. Anyone listening to this, don't do that. Especially if it's a great girl, you know, don't do that. You know, I was, like I said, I didn't know what was going on. You know,
actually, you won't. I'm leaving to go to Germany. I'll be there for a couple months.
Yeah, I was there for a good amount of time.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, but I feel like, I mean, going back to what we were talking about, like when it was a different feeling, I feel like, when me and you were together. Like, it was more like a serious vibe. Like, they say when you know, and I feel like it felt very different between us. It was more like it wasn't like a quick fling. No, it wasn't that at all.
Like, from the beginning, like, I would say, I knew everything about you, you know, through my sister. Shout out again, Julia and Alessia. But
they're watching this
like I said, the timing.
Yeah.
But you were always in back of my mind, always. You know, when I was going overseas to play, you know, I was there. It's a job. You know, I was never there to fool around, go out, do this like people see that soccer players, athletes do. Mm-hmm. You know, I was there in another country, you know, learning another language, German.
I don't know how you did
I can't even express to tell you. I don't even know German now, you know, that I was there.
And you were living there.
Exactly. It's a whole different lifestyle. You got to adjust. But I'm there because I was trying to prove something. You know, for me, as a soccer player, doing stuff that basically just trying to prove myself wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I can do it. I believe in myself. I could play here. I could play there. But that was a job for me. You know, if you don't do it now at that age, when you ever going to do it?
Yeah.
You know, and for you, in the back of my mind, I knew it was coming, you know, that we were going to end up together.
But it's just the timing of it was crazy because...
Oh, it's nuts.
Well, I mean, I said this story before, but I went on an interview. It was like in April of 2022. And I was, as everyone knows, I was very career focused and I really wanted a good marketing job. And I went on this interview for sports brands. And again, I'm very athletic. I know, like, you know, things like that. So I was very excited for this job. And this guy, he sat me down, was like the head of the company. And he was like, we have a new client. It's Umbro, which is a soccer brand, which is huge. And he was like, in order for you to get the job, you would have to be working with a professional soccer player, if you know any. This is what he says to me, okay? And at this time, too, I was mentally, like, I was like, I can't reach out to Armando again. It's like, it's so on and off. I'm so over it. I'm being honest. And it was like, this guy was like, you need, like, if you want this job, you need to reach out to a professional soccer player. Or I was thinking of my cousin, shout out Nick. He plays D2 for St. Joseph's. But I was like, you know, I really wanted this job and I had to obviously get the approval from you in order to start my PowerPoint or my portfolio to show the boss of the company. So I was in Starbucks after the interview and I was like, I don't want to text him. Like, I really don't. But I was like, but it's like I had to. It was like the universe like forcing me. Like, it was like, if you want this job, you need to text him. And I reached out and I was like, Armando, right? It was just your name. And you were driving.
And we'll get to my story when.
Yeah,
you know.
And I was just like, would you be interested in a marketing opportunity for Umbro? And you were like, whoa, that came out of left field, right? You texted me something like that. And you were like, that sounds awesome. And you were confused. And I was like, I would have to meet up with him to basically like give you the products and then take videos of you, whatever, kicking around the soccer ball, let's just say with the cleats or whatever, you know, products it was. And it was more like, it was just crazy because that's a sick opportunity for you. I mean, I'm sorry it didn't happen. I mean, I didn't get the job, but I mean, I got the boyfriend.
Did you really get that
I did.
whole marketing thing with Umbro? I don't know.
He didn't believe me.
Christina's laughing over there.
He didn't believe me. I had to show him like the invitation of the Google Meet. I was like,
listen.
And whatever, like the calendar. I had to show him I actually went on this interview like it was a real thing.
Now you tell me, I'm driving. You get a text. We haven't spoken in maybe what? I don't know, months. Let's say months.
Snapchats here and there.
And I'm like, you get Armando. I'm on FaceTime with Kaz.
Yeah.
I'm like, Kaz, Rosie just texted me, Armando. Oh my God, what's the matter? Because when someone just says a name, you think the worst. Like, oh my God, what happened?
Girls, just text him the name.
You know? So I was telling Kaz, but I'm not. This is the truth. I'm in the car with him. I'm on, I forgot where I was, but I'm on the highway in Staten Island. And I'm like, should I text Rosie? This is not a joke. Should I text Rosie? Boom. Armando. I'm like, this is crazy.
Intuition.
This is crazy.
I'm like, I'm going to text you.
So one thing led to another. Then I told you, you were expecting me to just like not prolong the conversation when we were texting.
Oh, yeah. I had no, expectations anymore. I was like, whatever.
And then what did I say? My favorite cookie spot.
No, you were like, so what are you doing this weekend? And I was like, oh, like, okay. And you were like, do you want to go to Levain Bakery?
Best cookie spot.
Yeah.
No debate.
Yeah. So I was like, I guess, whatever. We went. It was very nice.
Now we're here.
No.
Wait, we still got a lot more to go.
Whatever. Ghosted. I don't even know. We rekindled again. How?
Wait, can I ask something on camera?
Yeah.
If this is not like too much, but like, what was your perspective? Like, why did you ghost?
Listen.
Like, honest.
For me, like we spoke about, remember when we had that conversation when we walked on Bloomingdale Park?
Oh, yeah. We went on a lot of walk and talks.
You know? I think I was just afraid.
Yeah.
Scared of taking the next step. you know, because I see the girl she is, you know, serious, driven, everything you want, you know, in a girl. I was scared. You know, I was just scared.
And also, you had Italy in the back of your mind because you were leaving to go to Italy. You didn't know if it was official yet.
Yes. So, obviously, like I said, being an athlete, you don't know if you're going to play in Dubai or you don't know if you're going to play in your backyard.
Yeah.
You know? So, that's a lot of stress itself. I have to leave my family again, 4,500 miles away. It takes a toll, you know, leaving your family and then fully committing to you know, it's tough, and it takes a toll on you also being away 4,500 miles away. We don't see each other, we just see each other through FaceTime. The timing wasn't the best, but I think it taught us a lot.
It did. Now let's jump into...
No, finish your story. He ghosted you, then what happened?
I don't remember. Why don't I
You're leaving
remember?
on a cliffhanger. Like, how'd you guys get back to talking?
No, because after April, we just started talking.
Yeah, like, it was just random?
Remember April, and then I left in July.
Yeah.
We kept dating.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So then after you ghosted me, I'm trying to think what happened. We just started really being consistent.
In
It's
April,
when we got back from Florida.
Yes.
I think you were just like Snapchatting me. I don't even know.
When you went to Florida, April.
Yeah.
Then you messaged me about that thing with Umbro, and then we just started clicking. Like,
Wait, that's when we went to Louvain, though.
yeah,
I thought.
you think about it, April.
No,
April
you
because
ghosted me after Louvain.
It was late April, May, June, July.
Yeah, I know.
We went to bowling alley. We went to arcade.
Wait, did we not? I don't think we went to Louvain after the interview. I think we went to Louvain and then I went on the interview. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I think I'm like remembering. I think you went to Louvain in like February.
You know what? Let me see.
Yeah,
something.
yes, we went around Valentine's Day.
Me remembering
Valentine's
your
Day?
story.
We did. We went to Louvain but right before Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was like February, and then I think April
Yes,
was when you had
April's
the
when I had the interview.
Yes.
Okay, I have to read to it. Oh my god. All right,
Well,
we're
it's alright.
fine.
Just say like actually.
Yeah.
Let me see. Wait.
No, I know. It was like we were just Snapchatting. You were like, I don't even know. I was getting like, I don't even know. I was just like, we should just hang out or whatever. And you were like, okay, we'll go get Louvain. And then you picked me up. It was like maybe 2 days before Valentine's
Then
Day.
you went from February to April not speaking.
Yes.
That's what it was.
All right, let me say that. We're good.
I'm like,
I love how I know this story.
No, now I remember. Because it was like,
Yeah.
you gave me, it was like nice out. And I was like, oh my God, it's so nice in February. Because that's when we went to Louvain.
Yeah.
I love how you remember.
I know.
What?
hold on. I'm trying to see something.
No, we're right, Armando.
I know I'm right.
I'm like confused.
Because you went from February to April not speaking.
Yeah.
And she texted you in April on Monday.
End of April.
And that's how you started talking.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay, so actually, guys, thank God for Christina because now I remember.
Christina knows our life more than we know ours.
So,
I live vicariously.
We were just like, it was February of 2022, and we were Snapchatting, and it was like, I don't even know. It was like later on at night, and we were just like, you know, let's just like hang out, whatever. And you were like, all right, fine, I'll pick you up tomorrow. We'll get cookies or
That's why I
something.
said Levine Part 2. Now I
Yes,
remember.
okay.
All right.
So then we got cookies. It was right before Valentine's Day. Talk about another mixed signal, but it's fine. So right before Valentine's Day, we got cookies. It was very nice. That's when I was like, okay, like I really like this guy. Ghost.
Ooh.
And then I went on that interview at the end of April. So we did not speak from February, like think about Valentine's Day, all the way till the end of April. Just
Right.
ghosted. So I'm like, okay, doesn't like me. I need to move on. It's fine. We're good. Then Louvain Bakery Part 2. And I was like,
Yeah, I
sure.
messaged her. I texted her after that whole thing.
Yeah.
Levine Part 2.
Yeah.
Then
Consistent. Like he was taking me out every weekend.
Yeah.
It was every single weekend we were doing something. And we would FaceTime. We're like, what are we doing this weekend? Which was insane which was like dinner, or we'd go to like Dumbo, like we'd spend the day, whatever it was every single weekend we
Right.
were going out.
Exactly. I didn't pull a Germany thing last second.
No.
Remember.
He hit me with a paragraph text.
So what happened was, obviously, I would always tell her, you know, I'm going to Italy. Remember we spoke at Z2? Like,
Yeah.
I would always try to refresh
Yeah.
your memory that I'm leaving. I'm going to Italy. I'm giving it a full chance, a full shot, one more time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, basically, I wouldn't say the last dance, but the last dance in Europe, you know,
Yeah.
to play. And I thought I was, you know, very... How
No,
would I
you
say?
were. No, you were very open with
Yeah.
me, and you told me, like, you prepared me for when July came, and it was more like, again, I was very career focused, and I was not happy where I was. So I was like, okay, like, I could do it. You'll be away, and I will be focusing on this. Thank God for this, by the way, for Valid Vibes. It kept me so busy. And we used to make the shirts at this time. So it really, like, I was at Christina's till 3 a.m. Like, it kept me so busy. And then it was just, like, so hard, though, because I was just, like, distracting myself from the fact that you were away.
Yeah.
And the time
It's not
difference,
easy.
the time difference sucked. Like,
6 hours.
he would go to bed. I would get a text at, like, 4:30. Like, that was it.
Yeah.
Then we wait till the next day, and you woke up, like, obviously earlier than me. It was very hard. And then for Valentine's Day, that's when you gave me the tickets for Italy.
Yeah. I surprised her with tickets
Yeah.
last year
Already. It's going to be a
You know?
year since I went to Italy for the first time.
with my parents
Yeah.
to come see me for, what was it, 10 days?
Yeah, 10 days.
And it was crazy because I was at a point where I didn't know if I was playing, you know, new coach came in, and it was just a weird situation. And that game was coming up, all right? The most, basically, exciting game of the season.
Yeah, he was nonstop talking about it, even before he went to Italy.
And it was crazy at the time. When you arrived, the day you arrived, was my first start with this new coach,
yeah.
okay? I think my father left you guys at the hotel.
Yeah.
Because it was closed doors. Maybe one person was allowed
Yes.
at the field, the stadium. My father flew there in the car.
He did.
And my first start with the team I was playing with. My dad arrives. We get our win. First win under this coach. You know, it was like relief. You don't even want to know, especially coming from an athlete going through a lot of ups and downs. You know, it was just a roller coaster. You know, that season.
Yeah. So
We won.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, okay, the next week is the big game, playing in a stadium with 25,000 fans. You were excited about it. I'm like, okay, I'm starting
So
because
excited.
we won. You know, usually when you win, a coach sticks with the same formation, and you got to experience that, which was the highlight. You know, of
It was so emotional because it was like your dream coming true.
it was
like
the
you
highlight
coming
of my
out,
career. One of the highlights, 100%.
Yeah,
you know?
you coming out in the field and like all that. Like it was so emotional. Me and your parents were sitting VIP, and you somehow spotted me.
I threw you up the.
Somehow
I
spotted me.
pointed at you and I threw you up the heart.
The stadium.
There's a video.
The stadium was packed, but it was so amazing watching you play. But we were the opposing team at their home stadium. So
Yeah.
and in Italy, they're very, very passionate about their team. And so we had to be very quiet. We couldn't cheer for him.
Yeah, you couldn't cheer. If we scored, you're not allowed to
We
cheer.
couldn't
They'll
cheer.
probably beat you up.
No, literally, they were on the lookout. They're these ultras, and no, you cannot cheer for. So whatever.
But it was a nice experience.
It was amazing, and I'm so happy I got to experience it. But it was also my first time in Italy.
Yeah.
So that was very special too. You showed me my culture.
Yeah.
So I never.
Tell them about the food. Tell them about the food. Tell them about
No,
the food.
honestly, we're from Staten Island, so I'm like, you know what? We have good food here. We have good Italian spots. What's the hype about Italy? Honestly, this is in the back
What
of
did I
our...
tell you? I go, Rosie,
Yeah.
just wait.
It
Just
was
wait.
heavenly. That's the word I'm going to say to describe it, because you don't need, like, I'm a sauce girl. I always need sauce. It doesn't need anything. It just needs lemon. It's just from
Yeah.
farm to table or seed to table. It doesn't need anything.
You're right.
And like, it was amazing. Everything, I was eating healthier. I was eating things I would not eat here. Like, I was
Yeah.
eating octopus all the time, which is disgusting. I think about it.
Octopus is good. What are you
No,
saying?
but it was gross. Like, I was eating it like chicken. I was like, this is so good.
Guys and girls, okay? Listen to this. You can eat 2 pounds of pasta over there. You will not feel full. You won't feel
No.
heavy. It's a different...
You could run a marathon after.
It's different. It's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Go to Italy this summer. Whoever's listening to this.
Yeah. So, yeah, but the only thing, like, leaving was so hard. Like, leaving you back there was so hard because then it was like, all right, same thing, you know, you're away again. I have to
Yeah.
keep myself busy. But the one thing that really helped me when you were away, that probably other people that are going through long distance, this could really help you, is doing a scrapbook.
Yeah.
So I waited until you came home in January the end of January. No, not end of January.
When?
Oh, no, duh, I'm sorry. When you came home the end of December for the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what was, like, my new mindset. I was like, okay, I'm going to see him for the holidays. And I couldn't wait to give you the scrapbook for Christmas. So what I was doing is, like, in my room, whatever, I would play music, get all of our pictures together, and just start doing the scrapbook. Like, whenever I was, like, missing you. And that's what really helped me. And I couldn't wait to give it to you.
Right.
But it's really hard for people, like, I knew he was coming home, you know, it's really hard for the people that actually do long distance, and, like, you know, I was with your family a lot, and you
Yeah.
had sisters, and you have a big family that I knew, so it was very easy for me to, like, just to go over your house for, like, dinner or whatever it was very comfortable for me, but, like, other people don't have that, like, other people just, you know, their loved one is in a whole other country with their whole family, their whole job, you know, that's
you're
even
right.
harder.
And like, my family was, you know, I'm grateful for that because,
Yeah.
you know, they kept you a part of everything, even though I wasn't there. You know,
Yeah.
that's what made me.
I did that. I did that. That's crazy.
That's what made me so happy.
To think about
know?
that now, I mean, like, I met you through your family, so, like, I
Yeah.
knew you through your family.
You knew everyone,
It's not
basically,
like,
almost.
It's not like if you were away and I would just have to start going to your family events without you. I think, like, I honestly probably wouldn't have done that. I
Yeah.
think that's the fact that I knew your whole family already made it very comfortable for me. But I can't believe, like, I did that. Like, I went to all your family events by
Right?
myself.
No, it's crazy.
Whatever
I think
it
what
was.
helps too is that being that I have 2 sisters
Yes.
helps a lot.
And I was friends with them
Yeah,
already.
for sure.
So
It was tough, you know, especially for me that would I have a week, 8 days to come home. That's it.
I know.
You gotta understand. You're jet lagged for 2-3 days. Boom, boom, it's done. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta get back on the plane, and you know, I was at a point, you know, mentally. When I got on that plane going back, I said, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't do this. I cannot do it.
It's mentally exhausting.
Like, I cannot do it. I want to go home.
Yeah.
I want to
It's
go
a
home.
tease.
Because you have to understand, me, I'm a big family person, big family guy. Seeing my family, my nephews, my nieces, my parents, sisters, everyone. I'm like, I'm alone again. You know? It's not easy. You know? That's why it's not for everyone.
No.
It's not.
Easy.
But it always works out in the end. It always works out. That's one thing I truly believe in. It always works out. And look now. Look where we are.
Yeah. I want to ask you, like, how did you go through your tough times alone? Like, when you were away? Like, what helped you?
Praying a lot, you
Yeah.
know, praying to God, for sure. Always calling you,
Yeah.
my parents, everyone, family. Always just trying to stay in it, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't there for holidays. My birthday, I wasn't there.
Your 25th birthday.
You know, 25th birthday, I wasn't there. Big birthday, I guess. So,
It is a big
you know,
birthday.
but I knew what I wanted, and I know you have to pay the price in these situations. You're going to miss this. You're going to miss that. It's part of the job, like I said.
Yeah.
But was it worth it looking back? Absolutely. You know, obviously we're talking about this in the present, but I left at 17 when I first started wanting to become a soccer player professionally. I left at 17, you know, started my career alone. I had to learn how to cook. I had to learn how to clean. everything at a young age.
Yeah.
But it taught me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I was like an adult at that age, becoming independent, taking care of my own responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
It teaches you a lot, and I wouldn't change anything. Obviously, being an athlete, you're going to have, don't look at the 1% of athletes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have more bad days than good.
Yeah.
You know, but it's, how do you do on those good days? How do you do? And it was worth it. It was worth it for sure.
And what would you say, like, the hardest part? Like, what's the hardest part about being an athlete? Would you say that, like, being away and...
Being away, you know, obviously, it's your choice. If you want to be away or play locally, it's your choice. You know, wherever you want to go. But for me, the hardest part is just being consistent, you know.
Like, in it mentally.
Yes, in it mentally. Because you know, you always have to expect the unexpected in sports.
Yeah.
Always. And Europe's a little bit different. For those of you who know soccer, Europe is just, it's a different giant. Mm-hmm. And me going there as an American, going over there, yes, I'm Italian, I have Italian passport, but I was born here. Going over there knowing that you have to be better, a lot better than them. For me, I said, you know, what do I have to lose?
Yeah.
I have to lose. Okay, I'll come back here and play here. No big deal. What do I have to lose? Mm-hmm. And I just had like it was a drive, you know. I was obsessed since I was 5 years old.
Exactly.
You know, it was a dream of mine. Like I told you the other day, I had it written in my, I don't remember, like 4th grade notebook, or you know, the marble notebook, the black one.
Yeah.
I had it written down, but it was my dream, you know. And I did something that not a lot of people, okay, let's say New York, but in Staten Island have done.
Yeah.
You know, and hopefully, you know, I made Staten Island proud. I know I made my family, friends proud, you proud, everyone, but I did it for me.
Yeah.
I did it for me.
And now you're a coach, though, and you're coaching, like, your younger self. Like, all these kids, because I teach, and I see how passionate these kids are for soccer and how obsessed they are with it.
Yeah.
More than ever before. So, but now you're a
great
coach, coach,
trainer, player, everything.
Yeah.
But I will say one more thing. The support system I had.
Yeah.
You know, my father, my mom, my sisters, my family, you just pushing me. Mm-hmm. Pushing me. And you knew what I was going through. I told you every little
and I'd
thing,
even on the phone with
know?
you, like, giving you advice. I'm like, okay, Armando, like, I'm not, like, picture in the situation, I'm not your girlfriend. Like, picture it as your friend. I'm giving you friendly advice. I'm like, is it worth it for you? Like, I was like, push me aside, because whatever, being a girlfriend, obviously, I want you home. I want you with me.
Of course.
But then I've known you for so long. It's like, I want you to pursue your dream. And I was like, I don't want to get in the way of that. So I was like, picture me as a friend. Is it worth it for you? Like, you know, I didn't want you to think of the mentality, I got to go home, like, because of my girlfriend or whatever it was. Like, You know what I mean? It was more like, if I wasn't your girlfriend, is it worth it for you in this moment? And I think, like, that was another hard part, too. Like, knowing how much love you had for it and stuff, and that you have for it, and what you were going through was, like, very hard. But I guess, you know, make sure, whatever, if you're an athlete and you're away, make sure it's worth it for you, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's a lot of sacrifice. It's all sacrifice.
Realizing at a younger age, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. But when you reach certain age, mid-20s, age plays a factor, plays a part. And I would say that because, like I said, I'm a big family guy. I love being with my family, you know, love being with my girlfriend. But for people that are in long-distance relationships, like I said, it always works out. You know, but you two have to be, the two of you have to be on the same page.
100%.
On the same page. On the same page. Because we were telling each other, you know, everything. Yeah. Which it felt like I was, okay, a part of you. I was there with you. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, the communication
between us. It made it a lot easier. Made it a lot easier.
Communication is everything, especially if you're long distance. Like, even if you were out, whatever it was, like, we were just always texting her when I was out, you know.
It was funny when you would go out.
Yeah.
I'd be getting up, having an espresso and a croissant for breakfast. And you're like, oh, yeah, I just got home. I'm like, I'm going to go to bed. I'm like, all right, I'm off to practice.
It was all so messed up. But obviously, if you guys want to hear more about Armando's story, comment below because he definitely has a lot more to say.
From the beginning, yes. I have a whole...
Yeah.
I could write a book.
He definitely has a lot more to say. But I say now, we're doing great. You came home... when did you come home?
May 15th?
May 15th. Oh, yeah. Your flight got delayed. How could I forget that? It was a couple days after.
I told you it would.
I know.
But I told you
and
it would.
he missed the Valid party because we made the Valid Vibes party a specific date. I forgot what it was. And you couldn't come. And that, like, broke my heart. But it was fine. Like, it was, like, things like that. It was very sad, you know. But then you came home. It was, like, that Monday. And... it was my birthday the next month.
Everything.
He took me to Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania for my birthday. So we did getaways. We went to Florida.
Where else did we go?
We went back to Italy.
With how many people? Like 40, 40
His whole family. Again, like I got to experience Italy in February and then in July and again. Like I think you taking me to Italy made our relationship so much more special because that's my culture. Like you introduced me to like my culture and like I completely fell in love with it. You know, and the language, whatever it was.
No, it's true.
The food,
now
you know,
tell
how
me,
they
long
live.
distance isn't that bad. You got to see Italy
But
two
I think
times.
we have a good story. We have a good story,
It's a great
though.
story.
We have a good story. A lot of people, it's like not easy for them, and they're like trying to like figure things out.
No, of course.
But if it's meant to be, it'll be. Because we always made our way back to each other.
We did.
Always.
Manifestation.
Maybe. You too, though.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Me more than you.
Maybe.
But
another thing with you being home, I'd have to say is my attachment issues.
Oh, Christina, this is... All right, listen.
PTSD, bad.
But what's going on? What's happening right now? Where are you going?
Where are you going?
I would joke with her. I would say, yeah, you know, this opportunity came. No, you're staying home. And I'm like, all right. I would just joke. You know, but she knows, like, really deep down, if I really did have an opportunity, she would be there with me again. But I just feel like I'm in the right place now.
You are.
And there'll be more news coming soon.
You seem a lot happier, too. Yeah. Again, I always think of a friend perspective because I've known you for so long. It's not even that, like, it was me. Like, don't blame me for him being home. It was more like him. I was like, you're much more happier now. And, like, even you're such a good coach. Like, you inspire these kids. And because you were those kids at one point, and you keep it, like, alive. And you've been through so much experience-wise that, like, you know, it's just very natural to you, and you seem a lot happier now that you're home and with your family and with me, of course.
Absolutely.
But I'm more clingier than ever. Clingy. Like, oh my God, I was never like that, ever.
You're funny.
Like, it's very different what we have.
3.5 hour car ride. She's like putting her arm around me. I'm like, my arm's sleeping. I can't say nothing. You know, I'm driving. But
like an hour. But, like, you know, when you were away, all I wanted was the bare minimum. A hug.
Yeah.
Bare minimum. And it's so sad, like, not having, like, the physical person in front of you is so hard.
Yeah.
Even you were sleeping because the time difference, a text. Like, it's like the bare minimum.
I know.
It's
definitely not easy. The time zone for sure threw everything off.
The time was terrible, honestly.
I understand if it was, like, 2-3 hours. I think it would have made everything maybe 50% easier.
Yeah.
Not 50, okay, but a lot easier.
Yeah,
but the time zone was... It was very difficult. Very.
It was tough. But I went to Italy twice in 1 year, so I have no complaints after this, honestly. I'm good.
And we lost weight.
Yeah. No,
oh my God, the story.
I tell all my friends that.
What happened the last day?
So, the last day of Italy, there was some, like, virus going around Mondello where we were staying. And Armando got it.
I swear someone put the horns on me. Someone put the horns on me.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were supposed to play a soccer game the last day.
Yeah, like a friendly pickup soccer game with all my family. We had 50 of, like, when I tell you, my first cousins, all of us, and then my...
He's talking to Christina, by the way.
I'm talking to Christina, because you know the story. But, anyway. My father's family, you know, my father's first cousin, second cousin, all of them were there. What were we, like 100?
Yeah.
So my cousin from Italy wanted to organize a game, a pickup. I said, yeah, let's do it. I'm organizing it. We're getting the field ready, this and that. We go home. We sleep. I wake up. I swear there was a knot right here.
Yeah.
A knot. Throwing up. Not feeling good. This, that. I'm like, are you kidding me? And we were leaving the next day.
Yeah, I was all
But-
excited last day
Oh my
in
God.
Italy, you know, and then
But tell what happened that night. How I just...
so, and then I was with his parents driving around. We got a medicine, you know, which
I was sick as a dog.
yeah, but it really like the medicine like saved you though. We're gonna get into that, but like towards the end of the night.
Right.
But we went to our favorite restaurant. We eat at this restaurant every single night. Imagine El Gabbiano's watching. So shout
If you're
out.
watching this,
If you're in
I
Italy,
need-
Mondello Beach, go
I
eat
need
at
the
El
pesto spada
Gabbiano.
caponata, please.
Oh my god, the best. But so like we couldn't go to that restaurant, so we did takeout, and he had a whole steak.
Steak, calamari. I'm like, yeah, I feel better.
Yeah, he was fine. Then me, on the way back, we were in the back of the plane, and I get, you know, seasick, bus sick, whatever it was, and we're already in the back of the plane. There's turbulence.
You got
whatever.
lucky because we landed.
It was the last 30 minutes of the flight.
We
I was like,
landed.
I'm feeling it, and you're like,
Christina's like, oh, I don't feel good. I'm like, no, it's just a turbulence. You know,
pale.
you need gum. Take gum. You know, you'll be all right. She was pale. I swear, like this. What is this? Right here in front of us. You know what I mean? But I'm like, oh my god, this is not good.
Yeah.
But what helped? We did the bypass
hold on, you're
at
missing a big.
customs. Remember?
Oh, okay, but I'm still sick as a dog. Like,
You're
I don't
sick.
remember that. I don't. Like, whatever.
You don't
Fine.
remember that part?
No.
What are you talking? Wait, you're telling me you don't remember the part where I'm like, oh, babe, give me your phone. I gotta put in your passport information. We cut the whole
The
line.
lady yelled at us that we were
and she
taking
yelled at us,
pictures.
and then she goes, which pictures?
Remember, because
Yes,
you had to take
I
pictures of
remember
your
that.
face?
Yeah.
And she was like, I hope you're not taking pictures
I
of
go,
me.
I am taking pictures because I'm bypassing the line.
Whatever it was. We're taking pictures of ourselves because we have to scan your face, and I'm sick as a dog. I'm like,
We
get
got
the fuck
through
outta
though. We
here.
got through.
But, and I was like, I'm going to throw up. Like, whatever. I'm in the airport. I'm like waiting patiently. We're in the car. I'm like sleeping. My dad had to pull over on the parkway, and I'm throwing up over a bridge. I'm sick as a dog. We drop Armando off home, and he's like, you know, I roll my window down. He's talking to me. He's like,
this
like,
part.
you know, drink fluids, you know, relax, take it easy. The only thing I'm looking at you, I'm like, I'm going to throw up all over this guy
Yaks
right
in the
now.
street. Throws up in the
I
street.
go, I'm looking at you, I'm like, I'm going to throw up. I open the door, I literally almost yacked on your, like, shoes.
And then how many people just started getting sick?
Oh
Boom,
my god.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, so bad. The
Family,
whole
cousin.
family.
Oh my
but I
God.
was sick for like I couldn't eat regular food for like 2 weeks. Like it was bad.
Took me like 9 hours, but
Yeah, it took you 9 hours. You recovered. You were like, you know, working, whatever it was. I'm like, also, I didn't get to unpack yet. So I'm just like sick over like all my clothes. I just dumped out of my suitcase. My room was a mess. Like it was just so
that's the
bad.
worst feeling, having to like unpack.
Yeah, and I'm
everything.
sick on top of that. I was like, yeah. But yeah, that we had the summer of us, and then we went
Great
to
summer.
AC, whatever it was. We just
We did
came
our
back from
stuff.
Foxwoods. We made up for our time that he was away. Like we really, really did.
Yeah, now I don't want to hear no excuses. We didn't do this. We didn't that. We
No,
did the
we
whole
did
spiel.
everything. We're fine.
We did everything. But we're gonna always keep making more memories. You know, that's
Yeah.
life's about moments for
Yes.
sure. You know,
Yes, it is. All right. I think that's it.
you know.
I was gonna say, what would be your biggest piece of advice for people in long distance? Like one thing.
Okay. So my biggest piece of advice, I don't even know. Oh my God.
Or what would you tell them to like help them get through it? Like something to
Okay.
do or
All right, to get through it, honestly, I would just make sure like you're communicating effectively. Like I think communication is everything, and like
Yeah.
missing the person, be open and honest with your feelings and don't run away from them, because I feel like if you're in a long distance relationship, let's just say, and you're missing the person, you may be like, this is too hard, I can't do this, you know, and like whatever. But I really think if, you know, it feels right, you deserve to be happy. That person deserves to be happy.
Right.
And again, like what you said, you have to be on the same page. So that's like, it comes from both sides. You both have to be open and honest with your feelings and communicate. Because if one person's out of it, you know, you don't want to be looking like a fool at
no,
home.
for sure.
You really don't. So I think that's the best piece of advice. Because without trust, there's nothing. There's no relationship if you don't trust each other. You're not open and honest.
No, yeah. For me, I feel, and this is a big part.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what you have, why are you gonna let it go? Okay, even though it's hard, all right. But who said life isn't hard? Who said that? You know,
Yeah.
life is very difficult. People don't realize this, but you know, this is it. This is how it is. It's how it's supposed to be. Okay,
Yeah.
but if you know what you have, keep yourself busy. Do things to keep yourself busy. Communicate. Stay on the same page. But it always works out.
And another thing, like people always told me when you were away and it was hard, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
True.
I was like, if one more person tells me this, I'm going to punch them in the face.
Now look, she's like this, she's like this.
But it's so true. Like it's so special to be like away from someone and then like reuniting with them. Like it's such a good feeling. But yeah, I mean, the best things in life are difficult to get. So.
Yeah, nothing's easy in life.
You are worth the wait.
And you were worth the wait. Sorry for being a pain in the ass sometimes, but
it's fine. Divine timing.
That's it.
Divine timing. All right. That was a great episode. I'm so happy that you came on.
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Rosie.
Of course. If you guys want to hear more about Armando's story, comment below. We'll do another episode about mental health of athletes. I was also once an athlete, and I definitely have a lot to talk about, and I'm sure you do also. Yeah. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Don't forget to stay real, stay authentic, and stay valid.